But you said also that you needed to build, you didn't use the word, I'm going to use the word credibility with that audience. And so you're writing, you're blogging eventually, you're speaking, you're talking to people, you're giving advice to people in a public arena that builds your credibility as having something useful to say to those people who are going to then become advocates. If I put that in a corporate context, we always say in the corporate context, you need to build your network. Okay, great. I just told you now what kind of network you need to build. The credibility with people who are going to be advocates for the sort of changes that you want to see, and giving them the tools to advocate for you for the kind of changes that you want to see. And that work has to start before you're actively lobbying the senior leadership to make a change, because you need that grassroots to really create a push.
100%. Okay. And I would add, in terms of the medical piece, which I'm sure there's a corollary in the corporate world, is that everything that we're talking about, we're tacking down to the conventional scientific evidence. So there is a lag between when things are discovered in the laboratory and when they get to the bedside. And we cull that literature to understand, what is the role of vitamin D in immune function? What is the role of coffee for cancer survivors? What do we know about exercise in pregnancy? There's so much written about these things by scientists who study it and who get published in peer-reviewed journals. So for us, for me, going into the State House, I often was lugging an enormous pile of studies about something. And I was very careful and mindful and strategic about which kind of information I was sharing with which people by doing the homework. So